Hello everybody, welcome back for another video. Hope you're all doing well and that you're all having a great day as always. Likes, comments, and subscribes are appreciated as they do help out the channel. Welcome back to another News I Missed, where I go over news I missed. And without further ado, let's jump right into it. Three Arrows Capital, a cryptocurrency hedge fund based in Singapore, has withdrawn nearly 71,000 Ether from crypto exchanges Bitfinex, FTX, and Binance in the last 24 hours, from which the hedge fund has transferred nearly 52,420 ETH into Curve's staked Ether liquidity pool for Ethereum staking. According to data from Etherscan, Three Arrows Capital's wallet address shown an inflow of nearly 71,000 Ether from three crypto exchanges. The hedge fund has withdrawn 50,000 Ether from FTX, about 10,000 from Bitfinex, and around 1,300 Ether from Binance. According to a tweet by Colin Wu, about 52,400 Ether. These are gigantic amounts, just in case you were not understanding how much Ether this actually is. 52,400 Ether were transferred by Three Arrows Capital to Curve's ETH liquidity pool for staking. Here's the tweet for it right here. So, this continues an enormously long line of news that we've been getting about institutions who are constantly buying up tons of Ethereum and tons of Bitcoin, and I guess in this case, simply the Ether, in anticipation of the actual merge 2.0, whatever they're calling it, because I know they tried to rebrand it, but it didn't work out too well in their favor. The point is, this is a huge amount of money. We keep getting news like this all the time. I know you hear me. I get it. But understand, in the future, in 12, 13 weeks, the only way that you are going to be able to make any new Ether is by already owning Ether. Can you imagine what happens? And this is just this is what they took off of a couple of cryptocurrency exchanges. Think how much they actually own. I am not only for the price of Ethereum to go up, I'm very excited to see exactly where the market is by the end of this year, especially for Ether's price, because I feel like it's been held back by so many things in the news and all the other nonsensical things that have been going on. This is insane that we keep getting news. I mean, millions, hundreds of millions and billions of dollars being thrown into this market all the time. But yeah. That is the Three Arrows Capital is now staking at least 52,420 Ether. And that's also just one staking pool. So I assume they're going to be spreading it out a little bit just to make sure all their Ether isn't in one basket. That's the Three Arrows Capital news. And yeah, let's move on. Also in the news, Terra continues with its frequent Bitcoin purchases by accumulating nearly $140 million worth of Bitcoin. After announcing intentions to release a stablecoin backed by Bitcoin reserves, they said they wanted $10 billion worth of Bitcoin. One company, just them, $10 billion to back the actual coin. Terra has begun accumulating. The latest purchase came earlier the other day, and the blockchain project bought 2,943 Bitcoin worth around $140 million. Crypto Potato reported recently the plans laid out by Do Kwon, the CEO of Terraform Labs, to release a stablecoin known as UST to be backed by Bitcoin reserves instead of the US dollar, the euro, or any other fiat currency, which is typically the way to go. So last we heard, I believe they had around $3 billion with a B already accumulated. I think the first purchase was $1.3 billion worth of Bitcoin. Then the day after it was, I think, 120 million. And now it's another 140 million. So Yeah, of course this is going to be incredibly popular news. I just always want people to really pay attention because, a lot of crazy stuff keeps happening in this space. Yeah, not really much more to dig into there except for the fact that this keeps happening. I do like, though, and I will say this, I mentioned this a couple of years ago as well. We typically normally don't hear about the exact amount or specifics that a hedge fund or a mega company is owning. If you remember on the other channel, I used to do those like how much Bitcoin is gone kind of news, because more frequently, and I think they stopped on purpose, more frequently, a lot of businesses, small and large, they were in the news every single day. We bought $500,000 worth of Bitcoin. We just bought $14 million worth of Bitcoin. We raised $1.2 billion to buy more Bitcoin. And it was like an every other day kind of news. But now I think my opinion, I think a lot of companies have slowed that down because people will be looking at these numbers. And at some point they're going to go, your company's worth $1.2 trillion. And I think that's going to ruffle some feathers, if you will. Anyway, that's the Terra keeps buying Bitcoin news. They're going to continue doing it until they have $10 billion worth of Bitcoin. If you could see my hands flailing around the room right now, you would know I'm energized. I have no idea. Anyway, that's the Terra has bought more Bitcoin news. And yeah, let's move on. Also in the news, it says countries around the globe are struggling to identify cryptocurrencies under certain categories as opposed to just being completely normal and just... On the other hand, the High Court of Singapore in a judgment recognized cryptocurrency as property. Wow. Little golf clap. The court has also granted a proprietary injunction against an unknown person suspected of theft. The stolen crypto includes Bitcoin and Ether, worth approximately $7 million. Actually, back in January 2021, the victim gave access to his safe to one of his acquaintances. Why would you do that? The safe contained the recovery seed. The safe contained the recovery seed to his digital wallets. The next day, the victim realized that crypto assets worth around $7 million were stolen. Backing it up here. If you have a safe with your seed words in it, don't give that away. I don't care if you're on the other side of the world and you need something. Don't do that. Also, really weird, going to throw that out there, that the very next day they decided to empty that crypto account. Maybe I watched too many crime dramas. As per Lexology, the plaintiff held stolen Bitcoin and Ether in 2 digital wallets, which were protected with passwords. The court has ordered the cryptocurrency exchanges to provide the materials to assist with asset tracking. In addition, the judge has also granted a worldwide freezing order against the unknown defendants. I don't know how he's putting them under ice. The point is, cool, finally, yes, it is, it's property. Can you think of anything else that you own or that you've purchased or is in your possession that is not considered property? This was a really big thing about 4 years ago. There were multiple countries who were actually trying to figure out if crypto was property. Imagine you have now think of this scenario. You yourself have never touched paper money. Ever. You, for some reason, whatever the case might be, you've never touched it. You've only used a card. Maybe you've tapped your phone, what have you. Let's say you have $20,000 in your bank account. Random number, threw it out there. It is what it is. At some point, you look at your account and it says 0. And you're like, oh my gosh, that is crazy. The numbers have gone down to 0. How could this have happened? Do you think there's anywhere on the planet that would have said, well, the numbers on the screen weren't really your property per se. It was just numbers on the screen. No, it's definitely property because you own it. It's yours. You acquired it. You were bequeathed it. And now it's actually yours. So I think governments have, a really difficult time just trying to figure out any way to not discredit the space, but to make crypto seem like it's not actually real. And I'm glad that we already live in a world where so many things are digital, whether it be art, whether it be like, when people exercise, they don't use VHS anymore. Like, you're watching someone digitally on a very thin screen. Like, they're physically not anyway. The point is, so cool. I'm glad that they recognize crypto as property. I mean, what else would you say that it was? Like, give me an actual answer as to what the court could have said that this stolen money was. Anyway, good job. There's a reason why I gave a golf clap, because this definitely belongs in stupid news. So wonderful. Yeah. I really hope they got their money back, and stop giving away your passwords. And please, for the love of actual goodness, stop telling people how much crypto you have. I know people want to brag. I know we live in a really weird culture right now where everyone is constantly showing how much money they have, how many cars they have, how many this they have. Stop. Please stop it. Did you hear? You can find the news. I'm pretty sure I can't say a lot of the words on here. There was a guy, I think it was Brazil. I think it was definitely in Latin America. This was about 9 months ago. This guy lived in an area where not a lot of people had income or means to live the lives that they wanted, or even just a normal life. This guy bought I believe a Maserati or something along that line, and it was just driving around. Can you guess what happened? Right. I can't say it, but you understand. Stop it. And I'm sorry to give you like a little dad moment, but I know a lot of you actually need to hear this, because a lot of you have probably been bragging to friends at how much money you made in the cryptocurrency market, what you plan on buying. If you tell somebody, hey, I plan on buying a $500,000 home when the market goes up, that means you're going to have $500,000. Anyway, Singapore has recognized crypto as property in a judgment. Absolutely wonderful. Unless you go around and tell every single human being who you've ever met how much money you have in your bank account and inside of your home, stop telling everybody that information. Alrighty? Let's move on. Also in news, David Beckham has entered the world of cryptocurrencies. He's been there for a while by becoming the global brand ambassador for Digital Bits. Have no idea what that is. The cryptocurrency industry continues to attract celebrities because they're being paid by these companies. They're not. David Beckham did not email these people going, hey, Digital Bits, can I be in one of your commercials? Oh, not right now? Okay, that's fine. The latest to jump on the bandwagon was none other than the football legend David Beckham. According to a recent press release, David Beckham, a global sports icon, has become the brand ambassador for Digital Bits. I wonder how much they paid him. Do you know how rich him and his wife are? And I mean, like they are wealthy. They are. How much money did Digital Bits have to pay David Beckham to be their brand ambassador? Part of his responsibilities will be to further Digital Bits to its users, brands, and to organizations worldwide. Speaking on the matter, he said the paycheck was really big. I'm really excited to work with him, and hopefully by next year I'll be getting another paycheck, because if not, I'm moving on to another company. So it says it's a blockchain protocol, layer 1, with the focus on speed and efficiency. That they all do the exact same thing. How much money is this man making? I think that should actually be the news story of the day. Like, you know how many other coins we, me, you, I, us collectively have heard over the last 95 years that are supposed to be, cool, fast, amazing, speed, efficiency, #1 blockchain, whatever. How much money did they pay David Beckham? I feel like I kind of want to find that out. Anyway, that's the David Beckham is entering the crypto world. I'm sure he's been here for a very long time. He's wealthy. Anyway, the point is, every other celebrity who we've ever heard of ever is now into crypto. And I assume billionaire? Majillionaire. I'll say majillionaire. David Beckham, definitely has been in this space for a while, probably owned tons of Bitcoin, and that's the David Beckham news. This was also quite popular, like when it came out, because it's David Beckham. But sure, why not? Alrighty, let's move on. And to finish things off in news that I was waiting for, the Italian luxury brand Michele Franzese Moda has announced the firm is accepting crypto assets for payments. What? The company revealed the decision via Michele Franzese Moda's online magazine in an article called "It's Time for Crypto." According to the company's fashion news blog, they will be, I'm not saying that all of that again, will be accepting Bitcoin and a number of other crypto assets for items stemming from the luxury catalog. The announcement post says it is time for luxury brands to accept crypto, and going forward, e-commerce and Android shoppers will be able to pay with crypto. Currently, they accept Bitcoin, Bcash, wow, garbage, BSV, okay, they're a little behind, Cardano, Dogecoin, Ethereum, Voyager token, all right, Solana, Polkadot, and Litecoin, and a number of other crypto tokens. That means they were like, let me get anything in the top 65 coins. Those all sound great. The announcement claims that the Michele Franzese Moda is the first major Italian luxury multi-brand retailer to accept crypto. That's fantastic. Cool. Wonderful. Welcome to the club, if you will. Because everyone else is doing the exact same thing now. So we all spoke about this before. A lot of people keep forgetting that when we get news like this all the time, that all these brands are going to be accepting cryptocurrencies, like people go, whatever. You're going to wake up one day and everyone and everything is going to be accepting Bitcoin as a payment method. But I think that's also not too far off. So cool. Michele Franzese Moda is now accepting about 38 different coins. Yeah. Moving on. Alrighty. I do hope that you've all enjoyed. Did you see that? Bitcoin's transaction fee was 48 cents. Wow. It's like nothing. I do hope that you've all enjoyed. I do hope that you all are having a great day, a great morning, a great afternoon. Wow. Great evening, wherever you are. Wow. Wherever you are, wherever you might be. I do hope it's absolutely fantastic. Thank you all once again, this is a long line, for watching and or listening, and I will most certainly be talking to you all soon. See